Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto in Action. It has been a while since I have made one of this analysis video, but I am back at it again. I hope you guys are all doing great. Happy New Year to all of you. So today we're going to analyze the price of Bitcoin. Okay, let's jump right into the chart here. I am looking at the weekly time frame and oh my goodness, Bitcoin has been pumping massively for the past 3 weeks here. You know, it went all the way from 16,000 to now 23,000. It has managed to pump all the way to 23,000. That is crazy, guys, because for the past few months, Bitcoin was just trading below this price level, okay? And the expectation was that it was going to dump even further down. You know, this is what I was expecting. A lot of people, not just me, were expecting Bitcoin to actually dump all the way lower to like 12,000, but this did not happen. Instead, what happened is that Bitcoin completely changed the game here. It seems like this might be the beginning of the Bitcoin bull cycle, because for it to pump this massively, it is a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to analyze the chart here with you guys just to see why this might be the beginning of the Bitcoin bull cycle. And I'm sure if it is the beginning of the bull cycle, you don't want to miss out. You obviously want to get in as soon as possible, because once Bitcoin begins to pump, it will continue to pump massively, and you don't want to miss out. Okay, so let's jump into the chart here and see what has happened so far. So here on the weekly time frame, we can see here that Bitcoin was literally trading lower and lower ever since it broke the 29,000 support. Okay, this was like major support for Bitcoin. Ever since it broke that support, Bitcoin has just been trading lower and lower. It would go up. It formed a new lower high here around 24,000, and then from there it dumped even lower and then came back again to around 21,500, and then it just dumped lower. So Bitcoin has been forming lower highs and lower lows up until the point it got to 15,000. When Bitcoin got to 15,000, it just stopped right there and it started going sideways for about 4 to 6 weeks. About 4 to 6 weeks, Bitcoin was just trading sideways, okay, trading sideways between 15,000 and around 18,000, I would say. And then from there, right now, about 3 weeks ago, Bitcoin just decided to pump massively. And now it is trading around 22,991, okay? And this is crazy, but I want to see why this happened, okay? Let's see why this happened here. So if I zoom in here on the chart, we could see that I have this trend line here, okay, this purple trend line, which has been acting as support for Bitcoin, okay? This is one of the reasons why Bitcoin was able to trade higher, okay, it has been able to pump higher because of this trend line. If I go to the daily time frame, you'll be able to see it even better. So here on the daily time frame here, we can see that whenever Bitcoin came near this trend line, it would receive massive support to pump higher. It did it over here and then over here, and then over around here, it came near this trend line multiple times, and Bitcoin would not go below it. It would not go below it. And then finally, it was able to pump massively, literally right near this trend line. So this trend line here has provided massive support for Bitcoin to be able to pump higher. Now, the amount that Bitcoin has pumped higher is just incredible. It is very incredible. And I did not, it was not very expected, you know. And this kind of pump, though, you know, is not very healthy for the market. Right now, Bitcoin, it needs to come back down, okay? It needs to like retrace back a little before it continues to pump higher. If it just keeps pumping higher like this is not very healthy for the market. This could signal that we're going to see an even major crash back down, okay? So if Bitcoin does not correct itself right now, it's only going to result in like a big dump possibly back down to like 18,000, which would bring Bitcoin right along this trend line again. And I do believe that this trend line is going to continue to act as a massive support for Bitcoin, just because since it was able to pump so high from this trend line, there's a high chance that if it comes back to this trend line again, it's going to receive another massive support to pump even higher. And I believe this is what's going to happen, okay? So right now, what has happened? Bitcoin has been able to break so many resistance. It broke the 17,500 resistance, and then it broke the 18,000 resistance. It broke the 20,500 resistance. Okay, it broke like 3 or 4 resistance so far. And the next resistance on the line here for Bitcoin is around literally where it is right now. So this is 23,000, okay, between 23,500 and 25,000. These are like where the next major resistance for Bitcoin is. And I believe that Bitcoin is going to start retracing around these price levels, okay? It needs to start retracing around this price level, either from where it is right now or from around 24,000 or 25,000. Bitcoin needs to start retracing around these price levels before we see another pump to the upside, okay? Now, the major resistance to watch out for as Bitcoin makes the second pump would be the 29,000 resistance, okay? Between 28,000 and 29,000, right over here. This would be where the next major resistance is. And I believe that we should probably see like major sell-off around this price level when Bitcoin gets to it, okay? Nevertheless, though, this is basically signaling you know, the beginning of a bull cycle. If you go to the monthly time frame, you'll just see we're getting massive bullish engulfing candle here on the monthly time frame, which is very good for Bitcoin. So if this monthly candle ends up closing above 20,500, then you best believe that the next monthly candle is possibly going to pump higher, okay? It's going to pump higher, and this should bring Bitcoin all the way up to like 28,000 or higher. This is what I am expecting. So right now, what I'm expecting for Bitcoin is a retracement back to, I would say, around 20,500. That's where the next support is, okay? So around 20,500 or even lower to around maybe 19,500. This is where I'm expecting Bitcoin to dump back to, and then find some support around this price level, and then continue to pump higher to 25,000 and even surpass that level, okay? And then from there, we will see what's going to happen, guys. This is it for the analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Have a great day. See you in the next video.